All right, next up we have Randall from March on Harrisburg.
I forgot that I was supposed to go next.
Okay, friends, hello. It's going on 3 o'clock. I know you're probably all pretty fatigued. You've been out marching in the hot sun. You probably heard a lot of speakers today, so I'm going to keep it pretty brief, just 5 minutes if you've got 5 minutes for me. We weren't expecting to intersect with your march, but I'm glad we did, and I appreciate the work that Voices for the Voiceless does, and that all of you have taken time out of your days to make this issue known. My name is Randall Hayes, and I live in the shadow of this magnificent building right here in Harrisburg. I work with my friends from across this state on a campaign to root out corruption and address the influence of money over our legislature in a movement that we call March on Harrisburg.
Oh, there's our caravan coming.
Again, I thank you for giving me your time today. I would like to give you a call to action. A call to action today to tell you what you can do to fix the broken engine of our democracy. Our caravan will continue to circle this building, and we will cry out. But when the work of today is done, what are we to do? Where will this energy and passion go? What are we to do? I wish that I could give you an address to go to. I wish there was a silver bullet. I wish that I could direct you to sign a petition or give you a message to pass on to your member of Congress. I wish it were as simple as liking my post and retweeting. But we all know, here in 2020, it's not that simple. I wish there was a powerful phrase that could wake up the men and women in this building and bring an end to the cruelty and the callousness and the disregard for the environment and the viciousness and the corruption and the backroom deals. But I do not have that phrase. What I offer you today with great respect is this call to action. Give. I need you to give. We have come to understand that what we desperately need in this country, what the dignity of human life in the United States and beyond demands, is for you to give a portion of your time to the work of justice. I'm asking you to be brave. I'm asking you to summon the radical courage of those who came before us, who showed us the way, and devote a portion of your life to changing the course of this great ship as we sail through a period of greed and viciousness and cruelty that this nation has never known. And you know what? It's not fair. It's not fair that some people in this building get a 6-figure salary and still hold outside jobs where they enrich themselves and ignore the needs of Pennsylvania. All they have to do is show up to the floor and vote in the corporate interest. It's not fair. There are hundreds of lobbyists in this building who are paid to advance the agenda of cruelty and division that denies disabled people funding. It's not fair that those who stand for the needs of working people in this state are so often volunteers who have to fit activism into their week in between working and taking care of their families. They have to do it because they don't want a pipeline poisoning the air they breathe and contaminating the water that their children drink. It's not fair that popular bills like fair districts and a common sense ban on bribery get ignored by our so-called representatives. I am so tired and I'm so angry that a single chair of a single committee, one man, can ignore the needs of thousands of us and deny real change. It's not fair, but this is the reality we find ourselves in. It's time for a comeback. It's time for a leveling of the field. Today, we declare Jubilee in the name of light and life and love. Power never concedes anything without a demand. If we want a livable wage, if we want a social safety net, if we want a budget and a foreign policy and a justice system that reflects the needs of we the people, not we the corporations, not we the lobbyists, not we the wealthy, not we the mega donors, but we the people, then we must demand it. We're up to $4 billion in corporate tax cuts. That's in this state alone. Enough is enough. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a first step. I implore you, for the sake of your neighbor, for this one-of-a-kind planet, and for all those who shall inherit it, take a stand. Lock arms with those in your community. My pain is your pain. You are not alone. I have complete confidence in you as a human being endowed with a brilliant mind and a caring heart, that you will find your way to give. You will find the organization, you will meet the people, and you will take the steps that lead to greater humanity and security for all. Give some of your time and give some of your great power in a way that works for you, and watch the flowers of peace and justice bloom.
All right.